Hello family, hello pre-squad, welcome back to another episode of the pre-show, and today we are in episode 8 and we'll be talking about hashtag delete. But before we do that, let me welcome you to the show, and if you are new, welcome to the family of love, welcome to the pre-squad club, and I promise you we will make you feel at home. And in return, please subscribe to this channel, like and comment so that you will feel part of the family. Let us go into today's topic, and guys, it's hot in here. It's getting hot in here. So without wasting any time, let us discuss hashtag delete. My name is Princess Malope, and I'm here to talk to you about a concept called hashtag delete. This concept applies to girls, women who are single and a part of the dating scene. I'm going to show you what to be on the lookout for when newly dating. I'm going to teach you about the red flags, ghosting, benching, zombing, breadcrumbing, and all that other signs of men behaving badly early on in dating. We as women spend far too much time and energy waiting for the guys we're interested in to text or call us, and then when they don't, we freak out, cry, wonder what's wrong with us, what did we do wrong, why don't they want us, how can I fix them, etc. The truth behind that is it isn't us. We did nothing wrong. It could be as simple as the guy wasn't feeling it, which is okay. We are not going to match with everyone you meet. But when a guy shows interest and behaves badly, then it's up to us to take action. That's where hashtag delete comes in. The moment he starts showing signs of all the millennial dating times I previously spoke of, it's time to get rid of him and not play his games. Women today are too busy for games. We don't deserve to be treated like that. The most important thing I can't stress enough is for a woman to have standards. Once you know exactly what your standards are, you'll be able to spot the red flags instantly. For example, you meet a guy and you both show interest in each other. You go on a couple of dates, and then suddenly the text messages and the calls stop. No warning and no explanation. 2 weeks go by since you last date and you still haven't heard nothing. That guy ghosted you, disappeared without a trace. You've been glued to your phone 24/7, staring at a black screen, hoping and praying he'll call. Your stomach is still nervous wreck, and you keep replaying your last days and over again, wondering what went wrong. You finally break down and send him a message. He doesn't respond. Your self-esteem is broken. Then a week later, he sends you a text and you beam with excitement. Then you don't hear from him again. You try to pick yourself up, but you can't get him out of your mind. And why? The question you need to ask yourself is this: am I really into him, or is it the rejection that hurts me the most? Really stop thinking about that. You'd only gone out with the guy a couple of times, sent a few dozen text messages, and maybe had a phone call or two. I can guarantee you that through all the nonsense you put yourself through over this guy you barely knew, it was a rejection aspect of it. It's very important that you, as a high-valued woman who knows her self-worth and standards, give the same investment as the man you are trying to date does. If he's giving you low investment into getting to know you better, you give low investment back. Nobody is ever too busy. And if a guy really likes you or wants to get to know you on a deeper level, he will make time to do it. I don't care if he's held up in meetings from 9 to 5. It takes as little as 30 seconds to type a message and hit send. Does he not go to the bathroom all day? Does he not get a lunch break? What about when he gets home from work? If a man can't take 30 seconds out of his busy day to say hi, or that he's just thinking about you, then he's not thinking about you at all, and it's time to hashtag delete and stop wasting your time. Same goes for a guy who takes 3 days to respond to your last message. Is that really the kind of person you want to date? Now, I'm not saying to hashtag delete him if he has an excuse and lets you know ahead of time, such as he's going camping and won't have reception or something. The important thing to remember is if he ghosted you once, he'll do it again. Now, let's talk about the guy who shows you he is interested in you via text messaging but never actually takes you out or has any intention of actually getting serious. Let's say you've been talking to this guy for a week, you are getting to know each other, and you are wondering why he hasn't asked you out yet. After all, he seems really into you. You make the bold move and ask him out for coffee or maybe for dinner. He makes an excuse as to why that weekend won't work for him. Another week goes by and suddenly the text messages become scarce. He's not texting you as much anymore. Your mind starts to go crazy. You talk about it with your friends. Your phone never leaves your side just in case. Another week goes by and out of the clear blue, he sends you a text saying, "Hey, what's up?" Or, "Hey, how are you?" Instantly, you pick up and respond back to him immediately, which, by the way, is one of the worst things you could do. You tell him how you are doing and how good it is to hear from him. You sit there and wait, watching your phone for a reply because he had just texted you a minute ago, but he doesn't reply. You are devastated and the cycle starts all over again. He's doing what we like to call bread crumbling. He may have been bored, feeling a little lonely or down and needed an ego boost. There are guys out there who like to keep a woman they've previously been talking to and on the back burner for instances, and by giving him an instant reply, you just showed him that no matter how sporadic or dick-like his messages are, you are still interested, which leads me into the term benching. He's not sure about you yet, or someone else grabbed his attention while the two of you were still talking every day, who he thought may be more interesting or a better fit for him. But instead of cutting you off completely, he sets you on the bench just in case he needs to come back to you sometime in the future. He'll throw a text out there or make maybe a phone call just to make sure you are still interested. I like to call this emotional manipulation, and it's not okay. So what happens after you've been ghosted and then all of a sudden, a few months later, you get a text message from the guy asking, "What's up?" Now he's zombing you or haunting you. Maybe the relationship he got into with the woman he ghosted you with for wasn't working out. So he came across your number in his phone and thought he'd reach out because maybe you were still thinking about him. My advice, do not reply to the zombie at all. He did it once, he'll do it again. Obviously, there was nothing there for him a few months ago when the two of you were talking. So why would he be there now? When do you delete a guy out of your life? He doesn't respond to your text messages in a timely manner. If he waits 5 or 6 hours, that's not a good sign. Like I stated before, it only takes 30 seconds to type a text message and hit send. If you aren't worth 30 seconds of his time in a day, hashtag delete him. He asked you out, you went on a date, had a great time, and then he disappears. Hashtag delete him and don't give him another thought. He cancelled all dates on you 2 or more times in a row. Hashtag delete. His text messages become scarce and you start receiving one here and one there, or 3 week period. Hashtag delete, especially when he doesn't offer an explanation for his lack of messaging. He ghosted you. Hashtag delete him, and then he returns a few months later as if nothing happened. Do not respond and hashtag delete him again. The guys who do this type of things aren't the guys for you, and it's not the end of the world. By accepting their behavior and stressing over why he hasn't called or texted, you are blocking the right person who was meant for you from the very beginning. I believe there is a special man out there for each and every one of us, and sometimes we have to go through many dodgebags in order to find our Prince Charming. So ladies, know your self-worth. Set your standards. Love yourself first. Hashtag delete when necessary and watch your life change. I promise you it will. That brings us to the end of our show, and I hope you learned something. And if you feel I missed out something on this topic, please comment below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and use my handles, my social media handles below. I've put them on the description box. Email me, search me on Facebook, do whatever you want to as long as you stay in contact. See you guys in episode 9.
Things been moving slowly, so we are